And there is our lovely pop-up book wall. Deformed pop-up book wall. Hello everybody, welcome back to Tales of the Abyss. We are heading into the border area between the two countries that make up the story in this game. Kaitsuru. So, we'll have some scenes in this episode, but we'll also be exploring a pretty cool dungeon, too. So, let's pick up Anis.
アニスじゃねえか？
証明書も旅券もなくしちゃったんです。通してください。お願いします。
残念ですが、お通しできません。
Acting all cute.
月をばかりと思うなよ。
アニス、ルークに聞こえちゃいますよ。
Luke can hear you say that.
あ、キャー！アニスの王子様！
She suddenly changes.
女って怖え。
Yep, women are scary. You are right, guy.
ルーク様、ご無事で何よりでした。
Especially one like that.
もう心配してました。
It's pretty funny she changed her voice there, almost sounded like a guy.
そうなんです。アニス、ちょっと怖かった。てへへ。そうですよね。やろう、てめえぶっ殺すって悲鳴上げてましたものね。イオン様は黙っててください。
She's, trying to kiss up.
ちゃんと新書だけは守りました。ルーク様、褒めて。
あ、偉いな。
キャワー。
無事で何よりです。
大佐も私のこと心配してくれたんですか？
ええ、新書がなくては話になりませんから。
大佐って意地悪です。
Jade, he really knows how to be sarcastic. Like, sarcasm really doesn't, exist in Japanese, but Jade can really be sarcastic. Well, it exists, but Japanese usually aren't very sarcastic. There's that Ash.
どういうつもりだ。私はお前にこんな命令を下した覚えはない。引け。
先生。
ルーク、今の避け方は無様だったな。
チェ、会っていきなりそれかよ。
Remember, Tyr is trying to kill him.
ティア、武器を収めなさい。お前は誤解をしているのだ。
誤解？
Gokai is a misunderstanding. It's like you have a misunderstanding about what's going on. So we're gonna have a talk just to see what's going on. And of course Luke trusts Van 100%.
よく頑張った。さすがは我が弟子だ。
ティア、ここはバンの話を聞きましょう。分かり合える機会を無視して戦うのは愚かなことだと僕は思いますよ。
Eon, always the level-headed person.
いちいち武器抜いておっかねえ女だ
So
な。
let's just talk.
イオン様のお心のままに。
Sit down and talk, see what's going on.
バン要所を追っかけるか。
So, yeah, there is a lot of dialogue in various places, of course. I'll try to cut out a lot of it, but I do want to leave in, sort of the key moments for those that want to try following the story. Well, that's what makes this game so good. Tales of the Abyss.
お前なんで先生と仲良くできねえんだよ。兄弟なんだろ。
言ったでしょ。信用できないからよ。兄はまだ何か隠している。
So she thinks her
お前だって
brother's hiding something. She can't trust him.
だんまりかよ。
警戒しないでですの。
ミュウ、やめとけ。血は喧嘩は犬も
It's like
食わない
don't
って言
jump
う
in
ぜ。
between them.
ミュウ。
真似しないでくださいですの。
And Guy pretends
ばっかなことやってんじゃね
to
え
be
よ。
Mew by saying Mew.
もう行こうぜお二人さん。喧嘩ならことが落ち着いてからでもいいんじゃないか。
わかったよ。
そうね。
And Mew is upset, saying, hey, don't copy me, using my Mew Mew sound effect to get out of an argument. Anyway, like I was saying, the character development is excellent in this game. The characters get really interesting and relatable, and they each have a quirk or kind of a problem they have to work through. Some kind of issue. Each one has their own trial that they kind of have to work out, and it makes for quite the interesting story. But of course, there's lots of dialogue.
ようやく木村スカに帰ってきた。
Alright, so we're back to the area where, Luke
う
lives.
ちに帰るまでが遠足なんだぜ。
Well, of course, the country, I guess I should
こんな
say.
やばい遠足、勘弁って感じだけどな。
木村スカへ来たのは久々ですね。
ここから南に開通路の軍港があるんですよね。行きましょう、ルーク様。
Luke-sama? See, she always adds, Sama or something to his name. Because she's totally kissing up to him. Hoping to marry him to get all his riches. Yeah, I didn't quite get to finish my thought. Sorry about that, but Jade... Jade in his comments are really sarcastic. Occasionally he'll be super serious, and then suddenly he'll be completely sarcastic in the situation, and it's just hilarious to watch his dialogue. Also his voice, which is the whole reason I like to do these playthroughs, is so that people get to hear what the voices are of the original cast, and see kind of what's different, what was cut and neutered in the English release, because there's always something cut, there's always something changed, something removed. So I'm just going to head right to the port here, and we're supposed to take a boat back to YSGuru, which is where Luke lives. Or, lived until we were suddenly launched into the sky when Tyr came in. And something's going on here at the port.
あれってネクラッタのペットだよ。
ネクラッタって。
アリエッタ、六人称幼獣のアリエッタ。
わかったから触るな。
Poor guy.
港の方から飛んできたわね。行きましょう。
ほらガイ、喜んでないで行きますよ。
He's like, we should be going, and, I know you're just standing there enjoying pure happiness, but we need to be going. He's like, I'm not happy at all! So, looks like there was a fight.
誰の許しを得てこんなことをしている。
やっぱりね、クラッタ、人に迷惑かけちゃダメなんだよ。
お前たち
Anis and Arietta are kind of rivals.
アリエッタ、ネクラじゃないもん。アニズの意地悪。
何があったの？
アリエッタが魔物に船を襲わせて
So destroyed all the boats.
総長、ごめんなさい。アッシュに頼まれて。
アッシュだと。
Seems Ash is giving the orders.
船を修理できる整備士さんはアリエッタが連れて行きます。返して欲しければルークとイオン様がコーラル城へ来いです。二人が来ないとあの人たち殺すです。
バン幼少、船は
すまん。全滅
So all the ships have been burned, and the repair,
専門家が必要だが
you know, the repair
整
materials,
備士以外となると
she,
訓練船の期間を待つしかない。
you know, she kind of
アリエッタが言っていたコーラル城というのは
and she's at Coral Castle.
確かパブレ公爵。
There was a pretty long conversation there, but we're gonna go to Coral Castle and get the people back that were maintaining the port there. And we have Anis in our team finally. One of my favorite characters. I just barely brushed against that tree and chunks of it fell all over the place. And Tyr is as tall as the trees. Alright, here's our pop-up castle. Coral Joe. Not quite as good as Gaijin Joe, but still kind of a cool name. Coral Joe. So this was the place
ここが俺の発見された場
that
所。
Luke was found
ボロボロじゃん
after he was kidnapped.
そうだぜ。
Apparently this is the place where he was, you know, discovered and
誘拐され
retrieved.
た時のこととか。
ルーク様は昔のこと何も覚えてないんですよね。
7年前にバチカルの屋敷に帰ったあたりからしか記憶がねえんだよな。
He doesn't remember anything except for, you know, waking up back at the mansion 7 years ago.
私、記憶を取り戻すお手伝いをしますね。
So they're gonna see if they can get some of his memories back.
もう長く誰も住んでいないはずなのに人の手が入っているみたいだ
So there are some interesting happenings
魔物いる
that will happen here.
気配がするですの。
整備隊長さんとやらは仲かな。行ってみようぜ。
So Arietta's up to something. There's a reason she wanted us to come here. Ash is probably ordering her around.
やっぱ何も覚えてねえな。そうか。まあ、うろつ
He
いてた
doesn't
ら
remember
何か
anything,
思い出
but
すかもしれない
maybe
ぜ。
we can't if he walks around.
困ってねえし。普通気になると思うけどな。お前のそういうところは感心するよ。そうか？ガキの頃のことなんてどうせつまんないことだろしさ。ナタリア様もかわいそうに。
He doesn't really care about his childhood.
ここが未来のアニスちゃんの別荘。
なんか言ったか？
あ、ルーク様。ここはルーク様の別荘なんですよね。
ああ、つうか親父のな。
So she's like, someday this will be my
確
castle.
かここを実際に別荘として使ってたのは
Kind of a summer home.
世代が違うぐらいって聞いたな。それじゃあなんでまだ御所を大事に持ってんだよ。
or resort, I guess, a home away from home. You know, rich people have like multiple homes they go to.
ここをアニスちゃん専用の別荘にしよう。
あ、アニスって独り言多いよな。変なやつ。
ガッガーン。いきなり夢の計画に危険信号かも。
She was plotting to herself, and Luke said, she's talking to herself again. Is there something wrong with her? And then Anis is like, oh no, my plans might be all ruined. You know, unless he thinks of me as his future wife, basically.
ここがうちの別荘だったのか。ルーク、あんまり離れるなよ。
Don't get too far away, Luke.
うっせえな、分かってるって。
ルーク。
Because there could be a monster.
ルーク、後ろ。
え
Behind you! So this is introducing the back attack. If you get attacked from behind, it messes up your party. So it can mess up your strategy in battle. But there's some pretty hilarious dialogue when it happens. Like just now Jade was laughing. It's like, oh, you know, this is gonna be tough, isn't it? Of course, in the beginning it doesn't really matter, but you know, later when you get a back attack in this game, it switches your characters all around, and you may not be ready for it. There we go. Come on, you gotta admit that sounds epic when Jade says Mystic Cage in his Japanese voice. Boy, pretty tough. So once again, I'll just do, you know, some fights, and then I'll cut out the rest of them, so it won't get too monotonous. But yeah, let me know if you guys really like watching the fights. I mean, they're really fun to do. I'm sure it's not quite as fun just watching the characters fight in this game, but you know, this, out of all the Tales games, this one has a really good battle system. Whew, that guy almost had me. He's going for that big bear hug. So that takes us to the other side. So we have some little bit of an interesting dungeon here. Apple gumi. Why are they always just apple gummies? Couldn't it be orange or mixed or like a weapon? Alright, we'll take on the ghost. Kind of low here on toilet paper. I like the freedom to use items too. Felt kind of annoying playing, you know, Tales of Berseria and Tales of Zestiria, always feeling like you can't use items in the battle, because if you do, you get penalized. But I kind of, you know, prefer using items, strategizing. Gives it more like an action Final Fantasy style game. You know, balancing fighting and items and defending and whatnot. I don't want to feel like I'm punished for using items. But that's kind of what, you know, Berseria and Zestiria did, is like punishes you for using items. Don't get very high grade. Anyway, just me rambling on, I guess. That guy ran away. And there's a genie statue hidden there. Well, it's been a while. I think we have to block this, and that way the ghost can't get away, can't run away from you. But yeah, I assume that ghosts can just go, you know, through things, so they could just go through the statue, right? They don't even have to stay on the balcony, so I don't quite know how that works, but apparently these statues stop ghosts. Maybe they're anti-ghost statues or something the Ghostbusters created? I don't know. To withstand ghosts. I was gonna check these side rooms here. Nothing? Okay. Got some nice creepy music for a creepy old mansion. Okay. Have to get through this door somehow. And we need 2 phonic crystals of the proper colors. You can see in the upper left corner there I have yellow. It almost looks like an eyeball, to be honest. It looks kind of weird. But I have a yellow colored eyeball from the ghost. And then we can get a red one. See, now he can't run away. Because we have Ghostbuster barricades. So this will give us the red eyeball looking thing. Trying to conserve my TP here a bit. Don't think less of me. I think the enemies are dead before you, Guy. Anyway, Guy is just awesome. Okay, I got red and green. I need to get red and blue, so you'll notice I did a skip there. You know, wandering around trying to find the right colors. But to make purple, of course we need red and blue. Alright, gotta leave that one in. Got to see one of Guy's he-ogis. Of course, I'll be showing everybody's ogis and he-ogis. So, there we go, I got the right two colors, jump back to the door, and it opens. So a little bit of running around in the dungeon trying to get the proper two colors from the ghosts. You have to fight maybe multiple times. Well, couldn't avoid that thing. I guess it's a new enemy that might be interesting. 3 little munchkins. Boy, those guys really want to give us a hug. Alright, so here's an important part to the story. There's kind of a strange device here. And Jade may know what it is. He has to confirm something, but he's not sure. You notice he looks over at Luke. It's like even if he could prove something, does it have something to do with me? So it's kind of weird. Jade is, you know, a little confused. Yeah, something to do with Luke, you know, and being kidnapped, and yeah, that is a girl on your back. Took him a little while to react there. So he apologized to Anis, asking if she got hurt. So Ian's saying this doesn't look like just, you know, fear of girls. There might be something more. He wasn't that way when he was a kid.
もしかしたらそれが原因かも。
お前も記憶障害だったのか？
違うと思う。
He's got like a gap in his memory.
一瞬だけなんだ。
Something, you know, shocking or happened in his
どう
life,
して一瞬だとわかるの？
you know, for a short moment,
わか
and
る
he
さ。
can't remember it.
抜けてんのは俺の家族が死んだ時の記憶だけだからな。
Something from when his family died.
俺の話はもういいよ。それよりあんたの
But let's
話。
stop talking about me.
あなたが自分の過去について語りたがらないように、私にも語りたくないことはあるんですよ。
Neither of them kind of want to talk about what they're thinking. Especially Jade. So Jade knows something about this device. Which is Ayashi. What could it be? Yeah, coming to the place where Luke was apparently found after his kidnapping is going to be quite interesting. So let's go ahead and head on up here. Alright, do one more fight just for fun. Oh yeah. Innocent Shine. Definitely have to leave that battle in.
楽勝楽勝。向かうところ敵なしだな。
調子に乗って痛い目を見ても知らないわよ。
Don't mess with Tyr. Or Jade. Or Anis. Luke, you can mess with him. Because he's got issues. Guy, you probably shouldn't mess with him either. Unless you're a girl, then you won't have anything to worry about. Wow, a lot of side rooms with chests in them. So we're heading up to the roof here to meet Arietta. There's one of her monsters.
ルク様、追っかけましょう。ミュウも行くですの。
あ、待ってください。アリエッタに乱暴なことはしないでください。待って、罠かもしれない。
It's a trap.
おやおや、行ってしまいましたね。気が早い。
アホだなあいつら。
Good old Jade. Just does his, you know, whatever gesture and puts his hands back in his pockets. So here's the crew that was at the port. There's the captain, and she's kidnapped a few people. Oh, and she just grabbed Luke. And going for Eon.
ミュウ、イオン様をかばっちゃいました。ルク様、ごめんなさい。
Well, at least Eon is safe. Ugh.
痛い。ひどいよ、アリエッタ。痛いじゃない。ひどいのアニスだもん。アリエッタのイオン様を取っちゃったくせに。
アリエッタ、違うんです。
Boy, these two crybaby young girls yelling at each other.
遠ざけたのはそういうことではなくて。
ルーク。
もう当時ね。
大変ですの。
リストまで絡んでいましたか。
If dist is involved, then, you know, there's something serious going on.
ティア、どうした？なんか言ったか？
いえ、なんでもないわ。それより早くルークと整備隊長を助けましょう。
私のせいです。ふみゅ。もう悔しいよ、アリエッタのバカ。
まあまあ、落ち着いてください。あの様子なら命を取るつもりはなさそうです。それに彼らが一番必要としているはずのイオン様はまだこちらの手にあるのですからね。
So they still have Eon with them, but they took Luke and Dist is doing something to him.
これは完璧な存在です。
そんなことはどうでもいいよ。奴らがここに
And
戻ってくる前に情報を消さなきゃいけないんだ。
Two of the game's villains.
そんなにここの情報が大事なら、アッシュにこのコーラル城を使わせなければよかったんですよ。
あのバカが無断で使ったんだ。後で閣下にお仕置きしてもらわないとね。ほら、こっちのバカもお目覚めみたいだよ。
いいんですよ。もうこいつの同調フォンスロットは開きましたから。それでは私は失礼します。
I'm not sure how Dist's chair flies, but it's pretty silly.
お前ら一体俺に何を？
答える義理はないね。しまった。
Nice work, guy. Stole a data disk from him. And took his mask off.
あれ？お前。
You!
ガイ、どうしたの？
So Guy got to see his face, which will be important for later. Who is this mysterious masked man? And we have a disc with some strange data that they took from Luke. So we're gonna have to go back up to the roof and deal with Arietta.
どうしました、ガイ？
いや、なんでもないよ。変なフォンディスクを手に入れたから何かと思ってさ。
Strange phone disc.
後でジェイドに調べてもらいましょう。
大丈夫、ルーク。一体あなたをさらって何のつもりだったのかしら。
知るかよ、クソ。なんで俺がこんな目に遭うんだ。
So the mystery thickens. In the next episode, we'll face Arietta for an epic boss fight.
何度も同じところを行き来するのも面倒ですが、仕方ないですね。行きましょう。
So, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next one as we take on Arietta. Ja mata miu. Mew mew.